wealthy or poor, there's one thing for sure, you just can't deny the need of a woman's touch to share in the pride. For without a woman's touch, life don't mean much to a man. I was adrift.
All right, your hits. What's your favorite song?
I'm Never Gonna Fall in Love Again.
Okay. Your least favorite hit? First thing that comes to your mind, without embarrassment.
Well, at the beginning, I mean, when I first, excuse me, when I first heard What's New Pussycat, I didn't like it. You know, Burt Bacharach wrote it, and he played it and sang it to me, sang and played it to me on the piano. And Burt doesn't sing too well. I mean, he would admit that himself. So I couldn't quite get the tune. And but then he showed me the movie of What's New Pussycat, and he said, look, it's a crazy song for a crazy film. Just think of it like that. And don't think of it, you know, as being an important song, you know, as far as a song is concerned. It's a fun song. It's a fun song for a fun movie.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa. Pussycat, pussycat, I've
So after
and lots
listening to it and after recording it, then it grew on me. But the first time off, I thought it was a joke.
Pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do. You and your pussycat eyes. You and your pussycat lips. You and your pussy. Ouch!
Your fans' favorite record?
I would think Delilah.
All right, the song you're most identified with?
It all depends, excuse me, it all depends in what part of the world I am. You know, I mean, like in the States, and especially in the South, I would imagine the Green, Green Grass of Home would be, you know, the biggest record. But the biggest record that I've had throughout the United States is She's a Lady.
Well, she knows what I'm about. She can take what I dish out. And that ain't easy. Well, she knows me through and through. And she knows just what to do and how to.
Here's the part that I'm sure you may get tired of being asked about, the fan part. The women in your audiences traditionally, and I guess this was this way maybe in the early 60s as well when you were just coming out, they do act crazy. Mm-hmm. Have you ever figured it out, even after 19 years of success, what makes them go crazy?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of the sound that I make vocally, plus the songs that I sing, and the way that I put them across on stage, which is a masculine, sexy kind of way. I feel the same way as Elvis Presley felt, you know, and we talked about this together many times in Vegas. He felt the same way as I do, that you should give people something to watch as well as listen to. If you're going to be up on that stage, you know, they're not only listening to you, they're watching you, so you better, you know, give them something to watch. And if you're singing songs, excuse me, if you're singing songs, love songs, or songs that have some kind of sex in them, then why not portray them in that way?
I'll be there. I'll be there. Just hang on a minute. Thank you very much, and good evening, ladies. All right. And thank you, gentlemen, for bringing them here this evening.
How do the men react to you?
Yes.
Do you feel a little uncomfortable performing to some of those men, since you'd really do a female type of show, I think?
Well, the only time I've ever really come up against that was in the Talk of the Town. I played in a nightclub in London called the Talk of the Town, and one night the place was sold to a convention with all men. And I thought, my God, I'd never sang to all men before. And I went on stage, and they loved it. I mean, they could see that, one thing that I'm very pleased about, that I have a strong masculine voice. So I just sang more ballads. I didn't move quite as much, and sang to them. And it came across, and everybody was very, very happy. But in a normal audience, when men are there with their wives or with their girlfriends, sometimes a man will come up with his wife to the stage, and say, Tom, for God's sake, give my wife a kiss. She's driving me mad. And I do, and I'm sure that the fellas, they take it all in fun. I've never had a bad experience with a man, getting jealous or getting a little nasty towards me, and never. Touch wood. I mean, that's...
All right. Thank you, Don. Thank you, sweetheart. I'll get to you. I'll get to you all. Believe me. Or I'll die in the attempt.
Let's say we're here in this place 20 years from tonight. You are 62 years old. Will Tom Jones be doing the same show he does every night, or will he be in a different way? I mean, can you keep the pace up, you think, for 20 more years?
I hope so. The only thing that's going to slow me down is age. I mean, I suppose I will mellow out when I get older. But I'm going to try, and that's why I try and keep as fit as I possibly can. I work out a lot, and I try and keep
but when
physical.
You're 62, you're not afeard of being in the nursing home where these women finally get you and you can't fight back?
I think that, Sinatra's done it, but that again,
But he doesn't quite move the same way you do.
No, so Frank Sinatra is basically a crooner. He has that kind of sound. But I'm going to do what I do as long as I possibly can. How long it'll last, I don't know. Physically, I mean. But if I can do it when I'm 62, I certainly will.
I know that it's late, and I really should leave you alone. But you're good to hold, and I feel such a long way from home.